Yeah.
I found it. Here we go. Okay, so we're recording this session the same way we recorded the first session, and the recording will be available on the competition website. And this is a really valuable resource because today is the student presentation webinar. So all of you who present today will have the opportunity to go back and watch your presentation. This is a very valuable way to improve. So welcome. We will spend the next hour. Let's see if I can advance. We will spend the next hour listening to the 10 groups that are in the competition, give a presentation from one of the group members about a real-life experience that they had in the world of food biodiversity. So here you see the agenda, and I stress to you here that we all want to finish on time. So we will stick very closely to the 5-minute presentation per group. And the order of this agenda is random. So while we are listening to the presentations, we are going to ask you, please mute your microphone, new people coming in, thanks. While we're listening to the presentations, we're going to ask you to reflect on the presentations. And you remember that reflection is one of the core competences that we are stressing in this competition. So we ask you to reflect in this very particular way. Please mute your microphone when you enter. Mute your microphone, please. Thanks. Okay, so we're going to ask you to please reflect on the presentations in this particular way. While you're listening and watching the presentation, you should think about what exactly am I seeing? What exactly am I hearing? And then we want you to think also, what about this experience is the most interesting to me? Got to turn off your microphones, people. So you should consider, what about this experience is most interesting to me? And then you should consider, how can I apply this interesting aspect to my project? Now, not only do we ask you to think about these 3 questions while you are watching and listening to the 10 presentations, but we also ask you to respond to question number 2. What is it about the experience being presented that I find most interesting? And we want you to respond to that question in the Padlet. And I'm going to put the link for the Padlet in the chat right now. Let me just copy it. And find the chat. And now everybody has the link to the Padlet. Oh, wait, it went to everyone in the waiting room. Just a second. Everyone in the meeting. Okay, now everyone in the meeting has the link to the Padlet. Can you go and open that Padlet? Okay. Anyone have a problem opening the Padlet? No, I see nodding heads. Everyone's got the Padlet going. So you see on the Padlet, we have the names of the first 5 teams that are going to present. So while you're listening to the first presentation from Un Alimento, Una Vida, while you're listening, you're going to add your comments on the Padlet, and your comment is, what is most interesting about this person's experience? Okay. After the 5-minute presentation of Una Vida, Un Alimento, Una Vida, when that presentation is over, FAM is going to give their presentation. And while FAM is giving the presentation, you should add your comments under the FAM button on the tablet. Everybody okay? Yeah, I see some nodding heads. Sanjana looks like she's happy. Everybody else happy? Okay, Nikita is very happy. Good. Thank you, Nikita, for the positive feedback. Okay, so we're all cool. All right. Well, then we're going to get right to it because it's already 14:08. So the presenter from Kalpachasún, son conchista, un alimento, una vida. Please go ahead, share your screen. I'm going to stop sharing mine. And Edison, is that you who is presenting?
Okay.
Great. So go
Only
ahead and share.
present, not related the link. Yeah.
No, you share your screen and you
Okay.
tell us about your experience. Great. Screen is coming
Can
through.
you see?
Christoph, you start the 5 minutes, please. We can see it. Fabulous.
Yeah, perfect. I will start.
5 minutes is on. People are watching the presentation and they have the Padlet open for their comment. And Edelson, the floor is yours.
Can you see? Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Our experience is about agroecological bioferry of food. This bioferry is released in UNAL, University National Agraria La Molina in Lima, Peru, which produce its own foods. This is the imagine where different people can buy different organic products, also can buy different plants, and also with then I talk how this university product or create this product in this area. And this bioferry is in La Molina. Also, we can buy different organic products all the year. And in this in this bioferry, um, the experts in the university apply the technique of agroecology. And this technique, according to FAO, is a technique that promotes environmentally friendly production because use the better fertilizer, and also take care with the time, which is a technique a technique sustainable. Um, this technique permit university product organic foods. The university is the first one in Lima that obtained or achieved the certificate with organic products. But also this bioferry include products of animals and plant origin. Um, what about for our group, the most interesting point is we can see how other people mm, um, can buy or can have different products in your daily routine in your house, and improve your healthy and nutrition. And our team is Calpayusun Soncochista, un alimento, una vida. And this is our members of our team. And why I interested in this experience, because in this agrobiodiversity bioferry, uh, experts try to arrange and organize the products and conserve the weights and with minimum loss and waste. But in our country and also in other countries, uh, and most important problem is the high level of loss and waste during the food supply chain. And for this reason, our group is worried about these problems and try to reduce these loss and waste to improve the insecurity food in vulnerable groups. It's all for our group. Thank you.
Thank you, Edelson. Thanks very much. I see one comment on the Padlet. So I would like to see 32 comments on the Padlet. And I don't want to see very nice presentation. I want to see what you thought was most interesting. It can be something he said. It can be something you saw. So this is not for you, Edelson, but for the other participants to write what was most interesting. Good, so someone learning about agroecology, good, excellent, nice. Diverse market of vegetables, super. Environmentally friendly production, great. Oh, you guys are so good. Look at all these comments coming up. Fabulous.
Okay.
Excellent. Very, very nice. And this is going to be a help for all of you to see what your colleagues find most interesting. And while people are putting their final comments about I know I can say it, Edelson, wait. Calpacha son conquista, un alimento, una vida. FAM is going to get ready and start sharing their screen for the next presentation. And we are going to keep on our Padlet, and we can write what is most interesting about this presentation under the FAM bar. FAM, it is all yours. Please go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me well? Okay, so my name is Mina, and I'm here talking on the behalf of the FAM team. So our team is composed of 5 students that come from all around the world that have met, wait, I can't change slides. Oh, sorry, here I go. So we're 5 students that have met this year in Nantes, in France, at our new school called the Odessa Business School, for doing the same master in food and agribusiness management. We all have different backgrounds: food science, political science, international management, and agriculture science. And we have decided to combine together and brainstorm one day and talk about our experience and try to work all together. So in the group, only 2 of us have had a previous experience with biodiversity topics and challenges. Our Lithuanian food scientist star, Christina, have already worked in a restaurant called 14 Horse that works hands in hand with sustainable farming. And myself, I would like to talk a little bit about my experience. So I lived in Costa Rica during 1 year, and part of my program was to visit many farms, cocoa farms in Costa Rica that preserved and used the ancestral techniques. And by using those techniques, they tried to keep and preserve the environments and the other species that you can see the pictures on the left side of the screen. And the other pictures on the middle and the right are linked to the cocoa producing. So this is just one experience that I brought to the table that is working together with the background of the rest of the team. And so when we brainstorm, we arrive to our project that is named Reverse and Diverse. So our project is also about food waste of vegetables, such as cabbage, cauliflowers, cucumbers, but also all the different vegetables you can find in African countries, and particularly Nigeria, because Emery, one of our team member, has a lot of contacts over there, farmers that he knows, so that will help us produce and work on our project. And so our idea is to reduce food loss and create a new products using probiotic fermentation. And for that, we will be using Christina's knowledge around the probiotics, since all her experience has led us to know more. And we're really happy to be part of this opportunity and we hope working all together and learn more about biodiversity. And so we're looking towards the next presentation and learn more about everyone. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Great, thank you, Mina. Thanks. Those were some fabulous pictures from Costa Rica. So now in the FAM bar on the Padlet, I would like to see 32 comments of what you found most interesting about Mina's experience. So, great. Very good project. Very bad comment. Please put a comment. Good, really professional. Okay, good. So that's something that you found interesting. What did you find interesting? Please put something that you find good. Major issue in Africa, which is food loss. Excellent comment, really nice. Let's get some more comments. The richness in the vegetable diversity. Yeah, super. Okay, great. Waste management, good. A nice initiative to use fermentation. Okay, some super comments getting up there now. What did you find interesting about Mina's visit to Costa Rica and connection to her project? And while the comments are coming up, we have KSG Ethiopia, who is the next team to tell us about their experience in food biodiversity. Please go ahead and share your screen from KSG Ethiopia. Great, Kia. Okay. Can you turn on your microphone, Kia? Okay, we can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. On the bottom left of your screen, you have a mute. Still can't hear you. We can see your slides, but we can't hear you. Yeah, I think you are unmuted now, but we still can't hear you. Okay, we're going to read the slides then. You take us through the slides if we can't hear you, and we're going to read them.
My name is Kadir Kabara. I've completed Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Post-Harvest Technology from Hawassa University. Now I am a master student at Addis Ababa University for Science and the Nutrition Department. My work industry, here is my experience. I have served as a plant operator and a product supervisor for 2 years in the dairy processing plants. What I have observed in that dairy processing product is that there is no waste or milk products which will pollute the environment, and also milk and the milk products processing are more profitable business with little investment that I have ever experienced. Here are also the flow chart of processing pasteurized milk processing. And also I have in 2016, I have joined another institute. At that institute, my duties are performing research on fruit, vegetable, and spice processing technology, supervising and consulting fruit, vegetable, and spice processing. I have visited a dairy product processing plant, food complex such as pasta, macaroni, biscuit, and other snacks, fruit juice processing plants, marmalade, jams, and a lot. What I have observed in Ethiopian food industry, I have divided it into two. One is the opportunity, and the second one is the threats. Opportunity, Ethiopian land lease policy is clear and convenient for investors. There are a lot of government offices which supervise and provide support for all types of food and beverage processing. There is enough literate and skilled manpower that has willingness and interest to serve in any type of food processing companies. There is also huge unexploited natural resources which serves as raw material for food and the beverage processing and the packaging companies, comfortable living environment, sociable communities, large market demands for processed goods. the traits of Ethiopian food industries that I have observed during my work experience in a food industrial. Most of fruit processing plants has a scarcity of raw material, which they use concentrates. They exports it from, they imports it from abroad, mainly from India. There is no locally available company that process food concentrates. Few packaging material processing companies, most of which are imported. Due to this, few of them stops production for months or more. In general, there are huge investment opportunity market demands in Ethiopian food and beverage processing companies. Our team profile, KSG, our name is KSG Ethiopia. Project title formulation of mango bean based food biscuit enriched with carrots. Our main objective is to develop low gluten, high protein, vitamin A enriched biscuits. Here is our members: Kadir Kavaro, Bachelor of Food Science and Post-Harvest Technology, Master of Food Science and Nutrition, has 3 years and 5 months research experience and 2 years in industry experience. Saron Alamayo, she has also BSc in Food Science and Applied Human Nutrition, and also she's pursuing her Food Science and Nutrition Masters. She has an internship research experience, and also Galata Daraje has the same, has food science and nutrition background, and also has served in research institutes for 3 years and 5 months. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Shakia. Really nice. I have some things I found interesting, but I'm leaving it to the 32 other participants. Make your comment on something interesting in Nikia's presentation. And while the comments are coming up, we will get our next group set up, and this is Mujeres do Norte. Are you ready to share your screen? And turn on your microphone, the person presenting from Mujeres do Norte. Oh, nice comment about little kids who don't want to eat vegetables but will eat biscuits. Great. Really nice comments about what's interesting in Kia's presentation. And do we have someone here from Mujeres do Norte? No one. Okay, we will try and come back to you, and we'll move ahead then to FAM for Future. Do we have the FAM for Future team? Oh yeah, another really nice comment for the KGB group about interesting also to work with the government about regulations governing food. Yeah, really nice. Okay, we have a presentation coming up. Okay, nice. Is this the FAM for Future team?
Yes, this is a FAM for Future team.
Great. So, Christoph, can you start our 5 minutes? And the floor is yours, FAM for Future.
5 minutes starts now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the FAM for Future from Audencia Business School, France, reading the food and agribusiness with 4 members. And then I have had a practical experience with Ecom Ghana. It was a farm visit at one of their cocoa farms in Ghana at Antwerp in July. So what I saw during my visit was that they do a lot of agricultural conservation practices on their farms. That is, they try to hold the water capacity of the soil by providing shade trees on the farm, and also they conserve the nearby water bodies close to them by leaving a gap between the farmland and also the nearby water body. And also, I realized that the Antwerp cocoa farm undergoes certification with the Rainforest Alliance Codes of Conduct. They follow various codes of conduct from rainforest that's conserving the environment. And also they have clients, that's the chocolate producer Mars from US, to buy their produce from these certified farms at a premium from Ecom. So they do not just practice the Rainforest Alliance, but they also enjoy premium from their client by practicing their codes of conduct. So what I gained from this experience was that Ecom Ghana do not only save the planet or the environment by practicing those things, but they also enjoy increasing their margins through premiums from their clients. And also they actually conduct annual checks and balances through annual audits on the farm. So I happened to visit one of their, during their annual audits. So that was my picture there when I was visiting the farm. Yeah. So our project for the ISEKI competition is our team members, we are 4 and from India, I'm from Ghana, and the 3 other members are from India. So in India, we realized that they are having produce who are exposed to chemical activities. So our project will focus on providing organic sources of pesticides and also valorizing oil meal byproducts by using an organic or alternative use of cutlery set instead of the normal plastic, which causes a lot of global warming and other environmental hazards to the climate. So this is our group. We have Krishna, myself, Mami, Priya, and Ritu from India, and we are reading the Food and Agribusiness Master Program at Audencia Business School, Nantes. Thank you.
Super. Thank you, Arko. Really nice, fabulous experience in Ghana. That is really a lot of interesting stuff there. Good. And I see people find this experience really interesting, especially for premium clients. I agree. I found the business aspect really interesting. So let's get some more comments for the FAM for Future team of what we found most interesting about this experience. So while the comments are coming up for FAM for Future, we come back to Mujeres do Norte. Christina, I see you in the audience. Do you know where the Mujeres do Norte team is?
Hello, Catherine.
Yes.
I don't know. I only got the message yesterday.
Okay.
And today I was looking into the message and I saw that there is the event. So I don't know if the students missed this message.
Though the students knew from 2 weeks ago in our previous meeting.
They did not tell me anything. So they gave my name, but did not ask me my help. So
okay. That's okay. We will come back and look for them again later.
Okay.
So we'll go forward now to the next team, the Spedibles from Belgium. And now I'm going to put a new Padlet because our Padlet is crowded with all of the interesting things that we see from the first presentations. So now in the chat, I will put a link to a new Padlet. So just hang on. And let me see. To everyone in the meeting. There is the chat for the new Padlet, and I'm going to close the old one and I will save it and put it in our website so you can go back and see what people thought about your presentation. And now we will start our 5 minutes, Christoph, and we turn, we have the Portuguese team. Okay, great.
Hi, this is not the Portuguese team, it's Sanjana. From the Spedibles.
Oh, this is the Spedibles with a visit to Portugal. Oh, you're confusing me.
We were, and We were an
Okay.
Erasmus exchange group in Portugal, so we happened to visit then. So
Okay, that's fine. I got it. I understand now. Okay, so then we have the correct Padlet up with the spedibles, and the 5 minutes is starting, and the floor is yours.
yeah, so I will talk about my visit to Cantinho das Aromáticas in Gaia, Portugal. And it's an urban agricultural company that produces herbs, and it has different herbal lines and infusion line and condiment lines, and it has 150 species of aromatic and other herbs. So it's located in a really beautiful place at the confluence of the river Gaia, Douro and Atlantic Ocean. And it's right in the middle of the city. And to me, it was very something new, because nowadays we don't see with urbanization so much of greenery right in the middle of the city. So specifically, I like that they adopted the crop rotation system, and which was a really old practice in India, in the hilly regions specifically, and also like using of recyclable material, like you can see in the picture, to cover the ground so as to prevent erosion, and also to keep the microbiological activity at the ground level. And also it enabled like good exchange between the soil and the atmosphere. And for me, as a person, it was very interesting concept, because it is reusable material and they use it over and over again. And also it helped in controlling weeds in the entire farm, and also in temperature control by protecting it during winters. And also the entire facility was in a very ecological environment with lots of plants and animals, and we saw ducklings during our visit. And they don't use GMO, which is also another good thing we found. And for me, as a person, like back in my home, we grow tea. So I saw tea being grown there, and it was a very new concept for me, because for us, tea needs lots of rain to grow. So that was about our visit. Now about my team, we love beer and not just drinking it. And as Belgium is known for it, so we joined the course Biftec and we brewed our own beer. So this in the picture is our own brewed beer. And that is when we came across a lot of spent grains being wasted, and also during our several brewery visits. And this is my team, Zakharullah and me, Sanjana, and Jeriel. Thank you.
Super, Sanjana, you're getting me thirsty with those pictures. Really nice. Does everyone has the Padlet? Let's get some comments for Sanjana and the Spedibles team of what we found most interesting about her experience. Yeah, use of recyclable materials. Yeah, really super. And while we're getting some comments up for Sanjana's team, Asmita is the next team to present. So can someone from Asmita share their screen and turn on their microphone, please? Yeah, urban ecological farm. I also find that really interesting. Okay, let's get a couple more comments for the Spedibles. Yeah, nice. Covered soil. Good. I really like how everyone's putting comments about what they find interesting now. Really good.
Okay, everyone can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, Ulfia. Your 5
Okay.
minutes is starting. Thanks, Christoph, for timing
Hello,
us.
everyone.
Hello.
Have you all have a good day?
Yes.
I'm Isma, member of Aspita from Indonesia. Now I want to tell a story about early life experience that I have had. First, this is milk consumption in Indonesia. It's 16.23 kilogram in years. It's still lag and have a land area is 788.6. This project is implemented in Kasepuha village in Central Java province in Indonesia. In this area, have a dairy cattle population is 167. The problem why we are doing this project is because milk is easy demerge. Milk is very perishable and we can keep it in a long time. And milk have a taste not dispersed and have a low price and low production, and society, especially women in that area, do not have a job. So this project, the process of this project is start with first we did a survey to know the potential in the area. After it, we did a socialization to announce the what project that we want to do. In the next, we did the training, make ice cream, make a milk pasteurization, and how to create a market with all the participants. And the next year, the last, we did a evaluation to know what we need to be involved with this project. What the goals we got in this project is increase income because more arts buyers cause have this milk has been processed, and increase consumption because people prefer more varied eggs, and society skill development. Society have a skill to process a product, so it has a value. This is our teams. We have a 3 member, Isma, Atia, Mutiara, with advisor Dr. Musin from Gajah Mada University, and the project we do in this competition is Danke, traditional cheese from Little District Indonesia, because Danke is a potential local food with high protein, but only produced in a local area, and development lifestyle. And we know lifestyle is increased, where the increase in consumption in millennial. So the solution we offer to this problem is first making modern packaging. This modern packaging will make people more interested and make Danke can be store longer, and join a culinary competition to make people know about Danke. In this competition, we want to join with university or communities food in Indonesia to make people know about Danke, mainly people who like cheese. And the last is make a social media for marketing. We all know the social media is a big digital market in the world. So with this will help me to easy access to know more about Danke. That's enough. Thank you.
Super. Isma, thank you very much. Yeah, some nice comments coming in already where people find very interesting to show some figures, and also the link between societal development and food consumption. Some nice comments coming through, and also using social media. Really nice experience about the milk project, and now bringing to the cheese project for this competition. Very nice from Asmita. And our next group is going to set up, that's the Food Economists. So someone from the Food Economists can go ahead and share their screen and open their microphone. Aswati, is that you?
Hello.
Okay, yes, good.
Can you see the slides?
Not yet, but it's coming through. Yes, there it is. We see the slides now, and we can hear you just fine. Christoph, will you give her the go ahead?
Okay. My name is Ashwati. I am here to share my experience on behalf of my team, the Food Economists from India. I'm a master's student in Food Science and Technology at Kerala University of Fisheries and Ocean Studies in India. As part of an industrial visit from our university, all the 3 members of our team, we got a chance to visit a rice processing plant on 13th February 2020. The company is named Nirapara, and it is involved in the manufacturing and marketing of various types of rice. This company is located in Kerala, which is a state in India that produces and markets large amount of rice. And the company has ISO 22000, 2005, ISO 9001, 2005, and HACCP certification. From there, we were able to learn the different steps involved in the processing of rice in detail. The first step is cleaning. Cleaning is done to remove the impurities or any other type of extraneous matter from the paddy grains. Usually, stones are removed during this process using a destoner. And after cleaning, the most important step in the processing of rice is done, that is parboiling. Parboiling is done to increase the nutritive value of rice, to increase the B vitamin content, and also to reduce the amount of brockens during milling. Parboiling is done by soaking the rice grains in hot water at about 100 degrees Celsius, followed by steaming and drying. So these are the steps involved in parboiling. First, they are soaked in hot water, then they are steamed, and finally they are dried to reduce the moisture content to about 13%. Parboiling imparts a hard texture to the rice grain so that the amount of brockens during milling can be reduced in case of parboiled rice. After parboiling, the parboiled dried rice is then dehusked. Dehusking means a removal of husk. That is, the outermost layer of paddy is removed during this process. And after dehusking, they are polished. Polishing or whitening is the removal of bran layer from the rice grain. If the bran layer is not removed during processing, it is marked as brown rice. And if it is removed during processing, it is marked as white rice. So that is the major difference between brown rice and white rice. Brown rice is more nutritious than white rice because it contains high amount of fiber, minerals, B vitamins, etc. But taste-wise, people prefer white rice more. So after polishing, they are graded according to their color, size, length, etc. And finally, they are packed in bags and distributed. So these are the these are the steps involved in the process of rice. The most interesting thing I found about the plant is that there is no waste produced in the plant, because all the byproducts produced during the processing of rice, it is utilized for the production of any other product. For example, the rice bran obtained after the polishing of rice is used for the production of rice bran oil, because rice bran is high in oil content. And even the cake obtained after the extraction of oil from bran is used as an animal feed. Then the brockens obtained during milling is used for the production of rice noodles, and the rice husk obtained during dehusking process is used for power generation, or it is used as a fuel for steam generation during the parboiling process. So that is the most interesting thing about that particular plant. There is no waste produced. Also, we could acquire more practical knowledge about rice processing from that experience, which is, I think, more essential than theoretical knowledge. So that's all about my experience. And we are the food economists from India. There are 3 members in our group, myself, Ashwati, and the other 2 members are Amala Tony and Nayar Chitra Harinarayanan. We are master students in food science and technology at Kerala University of Fisheries and Ocean Studies in India. And our project is about bio-aided water filtration, that is using waste products for the purification of water. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aswati. Great. Comments are coming in during your presentation. Super interesting visit to a plant that is producing no waste. Really amazing. Very, very nice presentation about an interesting visit. And while the comments are coming in, we'll get our next and second to last team. It's the Lost Crops of Africa. So please go ahead, someone from that team, and share your screen and turn on your microphone.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello. Who is this? Mabi. Okay, hello, Mabi.
Yes.
We can see your screen.
Yes,
We can hear you just fine. Let's give another 20 seconds because a lot of comments are coming in about the food economists. Give people another 20 seconds to think about what was most interesting about that visit to the rice plant. Okay, great. Okay, comments are slowing down, and we'll start the 5 minutes for Mabik, and the floor is yours.
Okay, so our group is Lost Crops of Africa. We're a group from South Africa, and I'm just going to go through our presentation. Let's see. Okay. So food biodiversity in South Africa. South Africa is very prone to droughts. And in the past years, we had a very bad drought that impacted our food chain. And one of our wildly grown crops is maize because it's used in food application for a very wide array of products. It's used in the brewery industry. It's used for food as a staple food for South African locals, as well as it's used for livestock feeding. And because of the use of livestock feeding, it has a huge impact on the carbon footprint. And due to the uses of fertilizer as well as the processing of the maize. It is estimated that in South Africa, I'll just show you some states. It's estimated that out of 58 million people who are in South Africa, half of them actually experience, which is 6.8 million of South Africans actually experience hunger, while South Africa imports most of its food as well as exports some of the foods that we actually grow in our country. There's a wide market for underutilized plants that are grown in South Africa, and they are not widely commercialized. Our real experiences as a group, we didn't have experience of going out and actually working with food biodiversity in our companies, and we have what we call it's integrated learning, but we didn't really have experiences in regard to food biodiversity. However, our university, which is Cape Peninsula University of Technology, has facilities such as the pilot plant, laboratories, where we actually gain this kind of experiences. We have worked with underutilized crops such as Bambara groundnut, Moringa, which is widely grown in South Africa, as well as black soldier flies, which is insect protein. Just to give you a background on these three things, Bambara groundnut is like a legume that is grown in regions of South Africa, and it is very drought resistant, so which means it can actually be grown when the climate is bad in South Africa. And it can be used for gluten-free products. It can be used for people that cannot intake dairy, lactose. So it can be used as a dairy supplement. And actually we did a few projects with one of our professors. We made lactose-free yogurt using Bambara. They've also used it to make a batter, to make a cake flour that can be used for people that don't take gluten. And Moringa is also a crop that is grown in South Africa and also parts of Nigeria. And with our supervisor, Dr. Obilana, we have worked in actually investigating the properties of Moringa, its antioxidant activity, as well as antimicrobial properties. And thus we have actually incorporated as a preservative. One of our team members is actually studying on this to be able to put this ingredient as a preservative for food. And black soldier flies have been widely used for fortification of products in putting this as a protein supplement, as well as investigating its antioxidant properties, because it grows, they breed fast, and you don't have to, it also has a less impact on the carbon footprint. So these are our team members. I am Natasha Terumabika, Nikita Toyisa, and of course our supervisor who's going to be working with us throughout this whole process is Dr. Obelana. We are working on the projects that are listed below, and we're so excited and passionate about food biodiversity, and we hope that we can also learn from everyone's projects. Thank you.
Super. Thank you, Natasha. You did a really nice job of showing what's happening in the laboratories of your university without having a practical experience outside the university. You presented something really nice happening in the university. So really nice. So we see some comments coming up about the diversity of products we didn't hear about before, about insect proteins. Really, really interesting stuff in your presentation. Thanks very much. And now we come to the last group, and that is Chisinov. So if we get the Chisinov presentation on the screen.
Hello, everyone.
There we go. Ilyas will give us the
Hope you hear me good.
presentation. We can hear you super fine.
Perfect. So I think that now you're seeing also the screen.
Yes, we are.
Okay, perfect. So today I'm going to be telling you a story of a food scientist student who discovered like 2 years ago that we can easily try to restore and preserve biodiversity, and especially by combining the efforts of, at the same time, the farmers and the food industries. So during the first year of my engineering program, we had a lot of visits to do in order to make us easily integrate the field of agri-food industries. And we had the chance to visit on the same day a farm and also a factory. The farm we visited was mainly crop-based, with a lot of cereals, legumes, mustard, since we are in Dijon, and especially butternut. And we visited the factory, the Diana Food Factory, because this farmer was providing this plant with butternuts that they used for their baby food formulas. So yeah, as we were in the farm, the farmer could explain us how he liked the work with the company, and how he liked to have contracts with this company, and how this made the work more fluid. And also he told us about his agricultural practices. On the other side, the factory or the company representative has took his time to tell us about the values and the principles of the company. And also we had a chance to see the process behind the baby food products. The things that we were most interested in were the things that are relevant to biodiversity. We could see on the farm side that the farmers were kind of obliged, but also pleased, to adopt practices like crop rotation, which preserved the soil fertility and made the soil also a lot richer. And also we could see that farmers had a chance to choose the food industrials they can work with in order to ensure a better respect to the environment. Also on the plant side, we were not shocked, but happy to know and happy to understand that the companies were never here to impose some selected grains or seeds, for instance, but they encouraged the farmers to work with their inherited species. And we thought that this was a good thing to have. And of course, we've seen also on the process a step that this company had a lot of different products with a lot of different composition for each product type. And I think that this enhanced a lot the diversity and the fact of having a lot of ingredients that are used and not only work with one origin, one plant origin. So who are we? We are the team Chisinov from France and Vietnam. So it's a cross-cultural team with 2 different continents. As you maybe have understood from the name of the team and also the picture, we will try to work on cheese formulas and especially plant-based cheese. And to do so, we are trying to combine the knowledge friends have on cheese products and also the knowledge that Asian countries and especially Vietnam have on fermentation and using bacterial or microorganism species in general in order to make food more tasty and more edible. And I thank you for your attention.
Great, thank you, Ilyas. Really nice, interesting to put together the farm visit and the factory visit. We often think of them as opposites. So really nice to put that together on the same slide and in one visit. And a lot of comments coming up about plant-based cheese. People find that really fascinating, and combining of two different cultures in cheese production. Super. So we have a lot of comments coming up for Cheese Innov. Keep your comments coming while I share my screen now, just to say goodbye and to tell you one last small point. Let's see if I can advance my slides. No, can't seem to. There we go. Please don't forget to keep a reflection log. Even Lime and I are going to keep a reflection log about our experience as the facilitators in this course. So we decided after each session, we will take 20 minutes to do our reflection. What happened in this session? What did we find really super? And how can we use that to improve our role as facilitators? So we encourage you, it's not part of your evaluation, but we encourage you to take 20 minutes and reflect on this hour that we just spent together. And then I want to say thanks to almost all, I think it's in fact all of you now who did the self-evaluation begin. We really need your data. You know that you are part of a research study that Lene and Christoph and I are working on. So we really need your data, your answers to these questionnaires to help us in improving these competitions. And of course, your participation in these trainings and in the questionnaires will count toward the teamwork part of your team's evaluation. So I will ask if there are any questions or comments. Then I think it's a wonderful moment exactly at 1500 to say goodbye. And we will see you in about 2 weeks, I think it is, for the virtual visit webinar. Look forward to it.
Sorry. We have to send the reflection log.
No, you don't have to send it. It is for your own personal growth.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye,
Thank you so much.
Elias.
I would like to say next time everyone should put on their videos.
Bye, Sanjana.
Bye.
Bye, Nikita.